your stimulus? Will she impact your stimulus checks? And what will you hear from me and her over the next 2 weeks? This is Evenings LA with a continuation of tonight's broadcast with an insight, detail, and expose you'll never hear anywhere else that explains why your third stimulus package is slightly dependent upon one woman whose name you have never heard on this channel until today. Her name is Elizabeth McDew, and she is the Senate parliamentarian. Who's the Senate parliamentarian? And the who? And the what? In tonight's recording, I make it all very clear and simple for you. And by the end of this recording, you're going to be a PhD in stimulus. This is not masterclass in stimulus. This is PhD tonight. And you're going to know stuff better than the broadcast news reporters know, which at the moment they know much of nothing of this. Thank you for joining me on Evenings LA. What a night it is. And make sure you subscribe. The clock and the counter is all not working tonight again once I see. But hopefully things will start to work across the screen. It's been a peculiar day with strange technologies, but thank you for joining me. This is LLA, from Main Street to Wall Street, from my home to your home. Thank you for joining me on the most comprehensive and the most interactive financial news channel. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. The next recording after this tonight is Hazard Pay at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And then I'm back at 1 a.m. with EIDL, 2 a.m. with FPUC, and finally back at 3 a.m. with Early Mornings LA, a double hitter down and then an hour. So make sure you subscribe. Also like this video and hit that alert button so you get alert when another video goes live. And if you've not become a member, become a member by clicking the top of the link of this video, Purple Hawk, or in the description, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. So who is this person? Her name is Elizabeth McDew, and what is her position? Parliamentarian. How long has she had that position? Since 2012. Oh, so she's Republican or Democrat? She's neither. She is a government official that doesn't serve any party. So what is her role? She is only the number six, Senate parliamentarian in U.S. history. The position was created in 1935. What is her role, and what is her role specifically as to what's going on today? Her role as Senate parliamentarian is to oversee the rules of the Senate. And what is the big rule that concerns stimulus? The Byrd Rule, B-Y-R-D. It refers to a former elected official, Byrd. And the Byrd Rule requires that any reconciliation bill only concern the budget of the government. Meaning, let's make it very simple. It has to involve numbers. It has to involve numbers. 1 plus 2, and 45 people will get 6, and 9 people will get 2. That's the federal budget of the government. If it says something like, change the flag of Tennessee from blue to green, that's not the federal budget. So it has to do with numbers, and they can go pretty far on that eligibility of that. So what does this mean for you and stimulus? Well, it doesn't concern the stimulus check. You're getting a $1,400 stimulus check, $2,800 for married couple, $3,200 adult dependents, $1,400 for children. You're getting a stimulus check. You're getting the FPUC retro to January forward at $400 a week for 40 weeks to late September, and UI and PUA. You're getting hazard pay and EIDL grant and business grants, and you're getting $1,400 of paid sick leave and $1,700 of student aid supplement, and you're getting those tax credits. So then what am I not getting? It sounds like I'm getting everything. What am I not getting? I'm not getting what I'm not getting here. Can you make it a little clearer? What you're not getting here is, one, the $15 minimum wage. It's not going to pass. It ain't going to pass her. I'll explain who she is in a second. $15 minimum wage, which I really haven't covered much on this channel in the third stimulus package. It's getting cut. It's getting cut out. Number one. Number two, this eviction moratorium, and number three, the mortgage forbearance cut. It's going to get cut out. Don't worry. Don't hyperventilate. I see people, no, calm down. It's going to go by executive order. It's going to go by executive order. In fact, it's gone by executive order before under Donald Trump. It'll go by executive order under Joe Biden. very, very simple. Very, very simple. So, why is she important for this channel? Why is she important that you know about her? She's important to know about her because she's involved in the process to getting everything done. She's not going to impact your stimulus check. She ain't going to impact your hazard pay, but she impacts the whole process to being finalized. So, what's the timeline? This is from Intelligencer. I'm quoting from Intelligencer. The current timetable is for the House to begin a 2-week sprint to get a reconciliation bill done by February 22nd and then send it over to the Senate. Hey, Gerald, hey, Buccaneers, there you go. The current parliamentarian, Elizabeth McDew, was named to the position in 2012. There have only been 6 parliamentarians. She plays an important role when Congress is considering the determination of basic rules of the Senate. So when she gets the bill, she will decide whether certain things stay in there or not. While this will be a partisan exercise, she will ultimately decide what is in there. There's something called, it is also the time in which the process in which the Democrats will make a judgment and decisions about what will and won't pass muster with the Senate parliamentarian under the Chamber's Byrd Rule, which prohibits non-budget items in a reconciliation bill. Very simple. Again, this is a woman who will get Nancy's bill on February 22nd, the latest. Hey, Victoria, thank you for the dancing bear. Thank you for the dancing bear. So this woman, who's called the Senate parliamentarian, will get the bill no later than February 22nd. And when she gets it, she will say if everything in there concerns budgets. And if anything doesn't, she'll say it has to go out. But for purposes of you and me, she has nothing to do with the stimulus check, FPUC, hazard pay, EIDL, rent money, mortgage money. She doesn't have anything to do with that because that all does qualify. But she's involved for the process to ensure that everyone's safe. No matter what, who wins the Super Bowl, I pray everyone is safe. Thank you, Scott. That's a very nice comment. Scott with a very nice comment that everyone's safe on Super Bowl. Gwen, thank you for the dancing bear. How are you? Thank you for the dancing bear. I really appreciate it. I love Scott's comment. You know, I saw some people at some event for that state for well, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, if you're a parent, I would decide differently as to how I'd raise my child in a major venue with thousands of people walking around. Wearing a mask is not, in my opinion, enough in this environment. You need to be in environments where it's not crowded, and I would not be in a big crowd, is my personal opinion, but that's up to you. But thank you for that very nice comment. So what's going to happen next week? So next week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the Ways and Means Committee will deal with the biggest part of the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. They're working on the language. Someone's going to say, why is this taking so long? Because they have to. It's a matter of law. They have to allow subcommittees to modify the bill. Thank you, Christy, for this dancing bear. I really appreciate it. They have to allow subcommittees the time to modify the bill. And as they modify the bill, then it's finalized on February 22nd and goes to the Senate. That's what the law says. That's the laws of our country. There's no way to send out a stimulus check overnight. So roll call, and roll call is a direct quote as to what roll call says about what's happening next week. Ways and Means, which is the largest piece of package at 941, is setting aside next Wednesday through Friday for what is sure to be a contentious markup, modifying the bill. Though it's possible the committee will not need 3 days. They won't need 3 days. Ranking member Kevin Brady, Republican Texas, said lawmakers on his side will only do substantive amendments and not intentionally try to drag out the markup. Then we have the tax writing panel led by Chairman Richard Neal, Democrat of Massachusetts, and he will deal with the $1,400 stimulus check. Individuals paying up to $75,000 income and married couples $150,000. Um, and there you go. So that is what is going on next week. 430 people in the room and 180 likes. I know it's Super Bowl weekend. People are just, they gotta do what they gotta do. And, the rest of us stay safe and watch stimulus. Next week, you're gonna see Wall Street's reaction to all this stimulus. I mean, Wall Street did not get to have the market open when the reconciliation was passed its true form. So Monday, you're going to see Wall Street's reaction to the great news that stimulus checks are on their way. On Tuesday, we're going to see earnings reports from Cisco, Twitter, Lyft, Honda, Nissan, and Centene, among others. And on Monday, the Cleveland Federal President, Loretta Mester, will speak as well. It's important to understand that this process is the fastest they can go for these stimuluses. Nancy said yesterday, on Monday, which is 2 days from now, even under Larry Kudlow math, on Monday, we will begin on the specifics of the bill, Pelosi told News. Chuck Schumer also thanked everyone for their work. I'm so thankful for our caucus stay together in unity. We had no choice given the problems facing America and the desire to move forward, and we have moved forward. Joe Biden said as well some words. He said, I'm not cutting the size of the checks. I don't think you could be any more blunt than that. I'm not cutting the size of the checks. This comes after the jobs numbers were released yesterday, and they're just not good. The good news was that people who had jobs got more hours, but it didn't mean that there were more jobs created. The positive is you have more hours work. People were working longer for those who had jobs. That adds north to about 7% over a year-to-year increase of earning wages. But it doesn't mean more jobs were created. There were only 6,000 new jobs created in the United States in the month of January. Not a good number. This suggests that firms were unable to get workers in the door. As a result, were forced to resort to longer hours for existing workers, said Stephen Stanley, chief economist at Piermont Amherst. I don't agree with his comment. He's basically saying that they couldn't find people to work, new employees. They couldn't find new hirees, so they just gave existing people more hours of work. I don't believe that's true. I don't agree with that assessment. But the big news is how quickly we can get these jobs going. 6,000 new jobs created in the month of January, that just doesn't cut it. The total number that came in on Friday, 49,000 jobs. They were looking for 50,000 new jobs. And this coming week, Federal Chair Jerome Powell will speak. He'll be speaking at the Economics Club of New York. He's likely to speak about his reaction to the third stimulus passing. He certainly has always been a big advocate for stimulus checks, lots of them. He's always said that the United States has not spent enough money on stimulus. Other world countries have spent 30% of their GDP. We've spent almost nothing on stimulus. He says we can spend a lot more stimulus. He says we can endure more debt. The deficit will not be hurt. We won't have inflation. And he says that the concern about a little bit of inflation versus massive debt versus massive recession doesn't make sense either. Wow, at the 18-minute mark, that was really fast. Let me give you a big update where we are tonight. If you just joined me, there's 500 people in the room and 247 likes. I know it's Super Bowl weekend. I know it's a Saturday. I know it's a little bit quiet, but you are going to become the experts while you have to teach everyone else when they come back what they miss. What they miss is there's a person called the Senate parliamentarian who will ultimately determine what day your third stimulus package becomes law. She's not going to determine your stimulus check. She ain't going to determine your FPUC. She ain't going to determine your hazard pay or tax credit or anything like that. She will take out things like $15 an hour, eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, which will go by executive order. Don't worry about that. But what she will do is determine the time in which this will become law. By February 22nd, Nancy Pelosi's team in the House will have this in the Senate. Thank you, Charles, for the massive dancing pair. I really appreciate it. By February 22nd, she will have this no later than February 22nd. She'll have this in the Senate for this person to review. Who is this person? She's the Senate parliamentarian. She's been in office for decades. She is a nonpartisan position. Thank you, Deborah, for the dancing pair. And there's Lloyd for becoming a Purple Hawk. Wow, everyone welcome Lloyd to the family. Everyone welcome Lloyd to the family. She ultimately determines what needs to go out of the bill. And the good news and the great news is that it's going to be a fourth stimulus package, a fifth stimulus package, a sixth stimulus package. And they're likely to be very small bills by themselves. They're likely not even to be packages. It may be just fourth stimulus bill versus package, fifth stimulus bill. And we know that because Joe Biden said it on Friday night, last night, and Nancy Pelosi said as well. Said we need a lot more items to be done, and I'm going to keep on doing them. They may not be big bills, they may be small items. With 600 people in the room and 280 likes, let's get it up. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for joining me. This is Evenings LA, and this is the second part of a doubleheader. On a big Super Bowl weekend, I appreciate you for joining me. From Wall Street to Main Street, from my home to your home, thank you for joining me on the most comprehensive financial news channel. If you've not liked this video already, like the video and hit that alert button. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Calcino VIP, or Purple Power. In a minute, I'm going to go over some of your 2,000 incredible questions and comments from yesterday's recording. So it's important to understand that this parliamentarian doesn't impact your stimulus that you watch on this channel, but she impacts the process and the timeline in which it gets done. All right, let's get ready. Let's see what goes on in these 2,000 questions, comments from yesterday's video. Get off your butt. Canada pays more money than we do. All right, let's see what they said. Glenda Mice, all this talk about what we get it. Well, we need to get it now, not in a month. I agree. Renee, everyone thank Renee for that super chat. Thank you, Renee. How are you? Thank you for the very nice super chat. Elise Soda, you're right about that is so slow on doing everything, like the American people's got all the time in the world, like we ain't important to them. Karen Jones, all I'm hearing is a bunch of promises, but I'm not seeing any action. Thank you, Karen. That was Karen. Well, they did have action yesterday. They passed the bill yesterday. The reconciliation was passed in the Congress and became law. So thank you, Karen, for that comment. And what if Karen has any more comments in this video? Pam Welsh. John Villar. The coming right away ship sailed a long time ago. The coming right away ship sailed a long time ago. Bye. Have a nice trip. Coming right away ship. Joey Matthews. Is the third stimulus check based upon 2019 tax year? If I would think so, since the tax day is April 15th and they have the package plan for mid-March. They don't have the package plan for mid-March. They have the package plan for mid-February. So yeah, of course it's based upon 2019 because no one has filed 2020 tax returns or they're done. But great question. I love that's a great question, Joey Matthews. Angel Robinson, I need the student loan forgiveness. Everyone does. Absolutely. Great comment. MS. The question is, why is Biden going to do it now that we're getting the $1,400? That was from Trump's administration last year. Oh, that's a great question. That's because no one's holding him to his promise on that. I know. He promised $1,400 plus $2,000. That's very well said. William Barsdale. Now they're going to postpone with a Roe v. Wade rehearsal. No. But thank you for the comment. There is no, Congress is not doing Roe v. Wade. This is Congress. I don't, Elise Soto. I don't understand why these little girls get $1,000 for their newborn baby. I told you this comment was coming. I know. I think that's crazy. They should be ashamed of themselves. That's stupid. These little babies get $1,000 and they're not even into the world yet, but they can't get people that are already in this world some money. I told you that comment was coming. I told you yesterday that comment was coming. That people are going to see the baby bond bill and they're going to be like, those babies are getting money. We're not getting money. They're not even born, and they're getting money before we're getting born. Where's the justice of that? Um, yeah. So the $1,400 stimulus check becomes a law. Will we get it in 10 days, L8? Oh, so when the $1,400 stimulus check becomes law, will we get in $14, 10 days, LA, Teresa Oliver. You will start to get it in 10 days. That's my key word. I'm going to put in big letters behind me. Start, START, start. Because in the second stimulus package, some people got the check in one day. I had a lot of viewers. I had maybe about 50 viewers got the check in 24 hours. I don't have no idea how they got in 24 hours. I had one viewer get in by the end of that day. He got in 6 hours. And a few viewers got 6 hours. Other viewers got it in a month. So I'm certainly saying, starting in 10 days. Lloyd Horton, be done tomorrow. It's going to get cold here. Much warmer down there in winter. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Tony Rico. When they have to give us anything, it's wait, we can do it. But when we have to give them something, it's like we got to take your birth. I don't know what that means either. He's basically saying when we have to pay stuff to you, we get a penalty, but they can take their time. Loey. Pelosi is found of saying it's coming right away, but loves to drag things out as long as she can. This time she can't. Thank goodness. This time there's actually a rule about that. So the bill has to go to the Senate by February 22nd. Can't go any longer than that. Aaron Glass. Yet once again, I'm penalized for not being able to have children. Just $14 for little old me. No, you're not being penalized. Now people saying, oh, the baby bond bill is a punishment for people who don't have children. It's not a punishment. Oh my goodness. So there you go. What a day it is. I expected people to be upset to hear the baby bond bill. You're giving money to unborn babies. How about the people who are born? Well, we should get retro money because we've been waiting around while they're going to make money they're going to make babies. Why do you have to make a baby to get a stimulus check? You don't have to make me to get me a stimulus check. I'm already here. You shouldn't have to be paying people to make things. We should already be paid for what we have. I'm sure this is going to say, you're paying people to make a baby. No, we're not paying you to make a baby. It's just if you have a baby. Well, yeah, that's encouraging people to make babies. I'm here, and I don't have to be made. You should just pay me because I'm here. There's reverse logic. It always comes out in the pandemic. Reverse logic. That's how it is. It's just, as one viewer said, is there retro baby pay? How retro you want to be? 18 years, I have a teenager now. Can you just do it retro for me, please? It's, all of a sudden people's like, did you see the, just see the Coming to America 2 trailer. I saw it right between these two videos I saw on social media. The Coming to America trailer 2 is out, and in it he has a love child. So yeah, that love child can't get this baby bond bill retroactive. I'm sorry. Can't get that retroactive check to the child. But you are the king of whichever country he was from, I forgot. So he will get that money instead. Steal a baby doll. Someone said, grab a baby doll and yeah, that won't work either. Whether it's the Apple car or the baby bond bill or the Golden Globes. Oh my God. the comments about the Golden Globes. How dare you talk about those rich celebrities and those Golden Globes awards? You don't care about us. All you're talking about is the Golden Globes. I did it for 1 second in one video. I mean, just like, I've talked about Tiger Woods on this channel. I've talked about reality TV stars. I've talked about sports. I've talked about finances. I've talked about everything on this channel. I talked about earthquakes. How dare you talk about an earthquake? How dare you talk about a natural hurricane? There are people that are suffering hurricanes in their houses. Stop talking about hurricanes elsewhere. Talk about our hurricanes. You shouldn't be talking about foreign countries' hurricanes. You're talking about our hurricanes. Or, it's, yeah, yeah. That's how it goes. So there you go. Tonight I'm back at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time if I have the ability to join you. Last night I joined you on Hazard Pay, which is every night at 10 o'clock. It's a big hit show. It goes over how you get Hazard Pay on the 2020 HEROES Act. It's an important show to watch because if you're an essential worker, you want to understand what Hazard Pay is. It has a general concept. Its calculation may be different under Biden. Its application process may be different, but ultimately you want to get Hazard Pay and know how it works. So the extent that I can join you tonight, I'll try. Last night I was not able to survive, stay up the whole video. But if I can join you tonight, I will in the live chat. It's a lot of fun. It's a tape show with a live chat. Otherwise, this channel is back at 1 a.m. with EIDL tomorrow morning, and then at 2 a.m. with FPUC. Make sure you watch EIDL. There are some people that think that EIDL is very simple and self-explanatory. On EIDL, what I'm doing now is I'm bringing back some of the loan videos as well, because EIDL loan is still open at sba.gov. You can get an EIDL loan in 24 hours. They literally pay out in 24 to 48 hours, sba.gov. So that video is coming back. I'm bringing more of the EIDL loan videos back into the EIDL Grant Show at 1 a.m., then FPUC at 2 a.m., and then I'm back with Early Mornings LA at 3 and 3:30. Meantime, thank you for joining me on a big night. And then tomorrow is Super Bowl. And also Mornings LA at 8:30. So don't miss those shows as well. As always, thank you for joining me on a big night. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button and also consider becoming a member. Purple Power, Purple Hawk, or Casino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, and have a great evening and stay that life for more.